Welcome back to another episode of Back Half Hustle, where Terry Kelly and I talk to you agents, business owners in real estate to get you out of the rut, right? To help you in your business with different needs, different challenges that we are all facing. So today, our topic is you're not alone in real estate, right? I know a lot of us out there are feeling this, right? Me included sometimes, right? Depends on the day of the week. But Terry, let's dive into this. You're not alone in real estate. What does that really mean?
So we're in the fourth quarter. Times are a little difficult right now. No matter what brokerage you work for, you probably feel like no one's got your back or no one's there for you. And I felt like that for many years, no matter what brokerage I was with. And I would go to the office and sit there just to be around people. But you could still be alone even being around people. If you don't go to the office and you don't participate, well, then you're definitely alone. But not being alone in real estate is there are thousands of people in your MLS, thousands of people that are in business that are doing something that you would like to be doing. And I think that we're getting into the world of people will help each other out, but you're alone if you don't ask for the help. So, not being alone in real estate is speaking up.
Yep.
There's plenty of mastermind calls out there. There's plenty of people that are going through exactly the same thing as you. You see it all the time if you scroll social media, right? Social media feeds you people that are doing the things that you like because every time you hit that like button. So why not go and look for the people that are doing the things that you need or you think you need, and instead of trying to hone it alone?
You know, this is a great topic because, like you said, we're all facing certain things, right? And like I said, me included. Um, I think one of the best things that happened during the pandemic, it allowed us to utilize the tools we already had and level those up. For instance, right? Zoom existed pre-pandemic.
It did.
But when the world shut down, when we were going through that challenge as a world, it taught us that we can use Zoom so much more. And I think even in our industry, that's where we had an influx of people wanting to help each other. Well,
Hmm.
because of the pandemic, because it was tough to do business, it was tough to survive, and really in any industry. But yet, lots of leaders stepped up and said, let's do these Zoom masterminds, which now have continued, right? I mean, I'm sure all brokerages out there have some sort of type of training or meetings, state meetings, company meetings via Zoom.
Yep.
And you have to join those to get that feeling, right? To know that you're not alone, because a lot of these meetings are talks about what's going on in our industry, but what's going on locally and what's going on with our businesses and
Yep.
what can we do together to help each other out. And I think that's what taught us in the pandemic was not only that we have tools in our hand to get the help that we needed, but I think it taught us that we're not alone and everybody does want to help. It's like the pandemic created a I want to help you error. And it's continued, right? Because even locally, when I do my masterminds, my networking, my collaboration, you know, with other business owners, even though we meet in person, it's all about how can I help you?
Yep.
What can I do for you? Where can I help you? Is and some people just it's a simple just share my post. Like if you just
Mm.
share my post, that helps me dramatically, right? And it's not like I have to come out of pocket and give you some type of monetary thing to help you. It's different ways of helping you and knowing that you're not alone in this industry.
Well, just like you and I, we mastermind, and if we don't talk for a couple of days, we're like, "Hey, where you at? What's going on?" Like we grow to depend on each other to give advice, and there may be times that we don't take each other's advice, but we're still looking for it. Last week when we did this, you told me about something that I never thought of, and that was the unbranded material. I sent out four different houses that I currently have listed, unbranded marketing material, and I got offers on two of them. It worked. I would have
Oh,
thought to do that. And these houses have been sitting on the market forever. And I was like so frustrated. But as soon as I sent that unbranded material, Agents were calling left and right. And they're like, hey, can I show your house? Can I show your house? And I'm like, heck yeah, let's keep it going. So again, you're not alone. And had you have not told me that, and we don't talk like we always talk, I would have never known to do it. So you got to reach out to help people.
Real quick, hey Siri, set a reminder to send Terry a 25% referral for the idea that I gave her where she got two under contract. Thank you.
See, that's why they don't ask for help.
Oh, right. But that's right. I mean, if you don't ask, and you didn't really ask for help, but we stayed accountable. We were on our Marco Polo and text message. I mean, we're on all types of threads together. And it's just sharing the ideas. And
Mhm.
that one idea helped you get two of your homes that you haven't been get able to get an offer on and get them under contract.
Yeah.
Right.
I also want to tell you a quick little story. Where you talk about that, back I was with a brokerage and we would go to the office. The office is an hour away from me, and they had meetings every, whatever, however many days a week. And you sit in a room, there's 100 people in the room, and you basically listen to them talk at you. That's what you're doing. Cool. So I used to say, hey, I don't want to drive out here if there's nothing important going to be said. Can you Zoom it or can you, play it so I can watch it online? They didn't want to do that, and I couldn't understand it. Now here we go. They're everywhere, so that's hilarious. But I want to tell a story about the time where I really felt alone. Um, I again was in a big office and I was doing great numbers. Um, we all talk about the agents that do more than most or, 1 to 2 deals a year. A lot of agents don't do more than that. I was at the time doing, I think it was like 19, 20 deals that year. And I just felt like I was out there. Like I would ask for help, I would ask for certain things, and I would never get it. And I couldn't understand it. The people that were doing the things that I really, really wanted to do, they just wouldn't give me their information. What I've learned, that was 2017, 2018 era, right? What I've learned from there by joining different coaching places is if they don't want to help you, somebody else will. Number one. So if you ask for help and you feel alone and you ask for help and the people that are around you don't help, get on social media and say, hey, I am struggling in my business. Help me. And I guarantee you 20 or 30 people will reach out. Shoot, reach out to me or reach out to Matt and say, I'm struggling. It doesn't matter what area you're in, it doesn't matter what company you're with, and none of that stuff matters. All that matters is you want to be successful in your business. And we're successful in our businesses, so we're willing to help you.
Yep. And it's like you said, right? We're at these companies, we're at these brokerages where there's thousands of people, right? And let's say, even if you're a boutique broker and you have five people at your brokerage, you know, go to every single one of them to ask for help. And if they don't, no problem, right? There's tons of Facebook groups, there's tons of all these social media platforms and groups where you just have to be vulnerable enough and know that you can ask for help and you'll get it, right? So even if one, two, three, four people in your office don't want to give you the time of day, that doesn't mean stop, right? It's what we teach in real estate, right? Because you get seven no's doesn't mean you just stop prospecting. You keep going until you get that yes. It's the same thing
Correct.
with asking help. There's somebody
Correct.
out there that will help. So don't get down on yourself because the first 20 people, the first 100 people you ask doesn't want to help you because that 101 person may be that one key person to help you and get your business from here to there or get your mindset from here to there,
Yeah.
and stuff
The
like
other thing that helped too was,
that.
you and I met through coaching. You know, it you see it, you hear it, you're like, dang, they're telling all the things over there. But guess what? You get in coaching and you get in a big, massive coaching group. And yes, you make friends that'll hold you accountable, but you'll also get a ton of information that you'll try to figure it out on your own, and that'll be tough. So again, the easiest and best thing to do is to just not be alone. Find your tribe, find the people who are doing the things that you think you want to do.
Yeah.
And guess what? Sometimes those tribes change because if I want to do this sort of marketing over here, I'm not going to hang out with a person that's not doing marketing. I'm going to hang out with the people that are doing what I want to do. But it's the same thing in life. Surround yourself with those that are going to help you be the best version of you.
And it is, right? And it's crazy how, as a parent, right, I have two kids. When I start thinking of how I teach them, how I coach them, how I need to apply those same fucking principles in my life, even as an adult, right? Because
Mhm.
I'm always asking them, dude, you got a bad grade. Why didn't you ask your teacher for help? I'm struggling selling houses. Why am I not asking people for help? Right? It's like, holy shit, you know? And if you don't have kids, think about your parents telling you to go ask for help, to go ask questions, to go seek the answers you need to get better at your grades, at your sports, at whatever it is that you're doing. We got to take the same advice as adults,
Yeah.
right? In our industries, whatever it is, ask for help.
Everybody wants to get into real estate because they see the easy parts. Or maybe
Yeah.
they bought a house and they thought, I could have done that.
And then what's the stats? 87% leave because they're like, holy shit, it's tough, right?
The ones that leave are the ones that either it's too much for them and their personality, or they just sat out there in a boat in the middle of the water and they never ever wanted to be rescued. So don't be that person. Real estate can be great and it can be everybody. And I promise you, there's billions of houses that are still selling every single day. And one a month is still sufficient. That's still better than the average agent. So
And the
if
thing is, I saw a post on Facebook the other day, yesterday, I think, where somebody mentioned, oh, you're not selling enough houses. This because, you're going to the office meetings, you're going to the networking meetings, you're going to this. You need to stop doing that. And I'm like,
I
no,
saw
because
that.
that's where you need help from. Like
Right,
you may need to go to the office to get the help, to get the ideas. Now, you don't want to go and spend all day, every day just socializing. If
right,
you have an agenda to go seek the help, go to the office, go to the collaboration, go to the networking meetings, go to the happy hours to seek that help. Now, if you're doing it to be a social butterfly, yeah, you're probably not doing it right, right? You're
right.
not, there's a reason why you're not selling lots of homes. But if you go to these things to learn what not only what's happening in the industry, what's happening locally, what's happening with your company, that's where you go to get the help, you know?
And I'd like to say this one last thing. If you're not busy right now, take the time to start building your business as a business. Make sure that you understand that real estate, just because you join a company, doesn't mean they're going to give you everything. And even if they do, one day you may leave that company and you're going to lose everything if you don't set it all up yourself. And what do I mean by that? We've had different calls where we've talked about systems, we've talked about processes. Start learning what those are. Take the time to take your AI and your ChatGPT, whatever you're using, and say, okay, I'm setting up Terry Kelly Realtor business today. What tools do you think I need? Okay, cool. How do I set those up? I mean, really build yourself up because when you do get busy, that's where I struggled. I just wanted to be busy. I just wanted to make money. That's all I cared about. Guess what? When I started making that money and my systems weren't set up, I didn't have time to slow down and fix it. I had to just keep rolling. And that's the worst way to run a business. And it burnt me out for a minute because I couldn't keep up with everything because I didn't have it set up correctly. So if you're not busy right now, cool. Take it as a it sucks you need some money, but take it as a key to make sure that you're set up. If you're set up and then you start doing the things day to day, the business will come no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah. So, guys, this is a short, sweet, and simple episode, right? Ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Get your ego out of the way. I have one of the biggest fucking egos out there. Ask my wife. Like, I know that holds me back from doing the potential that I need, but I'm learning. I'm learning to let go. I'm learning to ask certain people for help. I was on a coaching call this morning where I had to ask for help, right? And it's like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not know the answers, right? Even if you're dealing with buyers or sellers and you don't know the answer, it's okay to tell them, I don't know at this time, but I will find the answer and get back to you. That does not make you less of a professional. That does not make you not wanting to help them. I guarantee you, a buyer and a seller, most of them will take that as a sign of, I want to work with this person because they're going to work hard for me. They're going to go find me the answers I need. Nobody's a know all, be all kind of agent. I mean, I know people who sell thousands of homes a year that still ask for help, that
Yep,
still don't know it all, that still
correct.
ask questions. And guys, if you're not getting it from your company, but you love your company, that's fine. There's other people at other companies that are willing to still help you.
Because we're not in competition. It's
No,
all, we're business owners.
that's it.
We're business owners in real estate and we need to start acting as one.
Yeah. It's just, I think our industry will be better once more people ask for help, even outside of their companies, right? And not have that closed minded where it's like, it's only about me and my company and we're the best. Yeah, okay, cool. But guess what? There's other people at other companies that's probably sell more houses than you and then your brokerage and then you as a company. I mean, the world goes on and on, right?
Yep.
We as an industry have to level up and say, I don't care about the company you're with. If you're there, great. I'm still willing to help you.
Yep. All day, every day.
So, guys, our only ask is if you don't have anybody else to go to, reach out to one of us, right? Our information's all over social media. You can just Google our names, you'll find us. And we are two people who are here. That's why we're doing these episodes to help you. And I don't care
Mhm.
what company you're at, we're here to help you. So just ask. All
And
right.
if you ever want to join on the call, just let us know. We'll invite you in as a guest
The
and we'll
link.
answer whatever questions you have.
Most definitely. So there
All
we go,
right.
guys. Ask for help. Get your ego out of the way. We're here to help you all. Terry, what are we going to talk about next week? I know we talk about this all the time, but we don't ever know because things change in our industry, right?
You do.
Be sure to follow us, like, subscribe, send this episode to somebody, and you'll find out what we talk about next week on social media. Till
We'll
then,
let you know.
see y'all later.
Bye.